Alright, what's up everybody? We are back with Season 2, Episode 5 of Arrow, which is called League of Assassins. Yeah man, so I just came off of watching the previous episode. Once again, fantastic. Sarah is actually back. Crazy. I hadn't made the connection whatsoever. I mean, I always knew that Sarah was gonna pop back up at some point, just because they very clearly did not make it a point back in the last season already to have this theory of her being out there still, right? And then only for that to kind of lead into a dead-end type of situation and for it to never be brought back up again. That made no sense to me whatsoever. And so I knew she had to be coming back, but I hadn't figured that this was gonna actually be her. Yeah, so it's interesting because even Oliver's story turns out to be different from what we as a viewer would have thought, right? Is that we thought that Oliver just, you know, thought himself that he had lost her literally at the accident with the Queen's Gambit, but instead he's now confessing to the fact that he had already met her on the island itself. It's just that he thought that she had died there also. And so, you know, technically it was still the same, like he thought she was dead, but now she turns out to be alive, and so it was a surprise to him also. It's just that he had a different way of, well, he had more information and he knew that she had made it for a little longer, let's say, right? So she's obviously with that group now that's got Oliver held captive on the island. I don't think she's really going to be all too enthusiastic about Oliver's new relationship with with Shadow on the island. Can't wait for the drama there. But other than that, yeah, I mean, obviously there's also just the side of her now exposing, I guess, the truth or revealing to her family that she's still here. That's going to be a big deal. Seems like that's going to be happening in this particular episode, and I'm looking forward to it. But it's like Oliver said, her family is not really going to appreciate Oliver all too much for hiding specific knowledge, of course, right? And so what's going to happen there? Are they just going to completely oust him or whatever, right? You know, what's going to happen with Laurel, this and that. Laurel, of course, herself not doing well whatsoever, you know, drinking heavily and taking all kinds of medication and, you know, drugs, whatever, right? So yeah, she needs to find out sooner rather than later, because otherwise shit can definitely go wrong there. But then we also got this massive reveal now of the alderman, Sebastian Blood, as he's called, who's apparently got some crazy plans of his own, right? And injected that one arms dealer guy with some kind of material. I mean, he as he did it, he said something about like, oh, we're gonna make some super version out of you or something, I think is kind of how he worded it, right? Or some like special asset. But then as he did it, blood came running out of his eyes, and I'm like, oh, I'm pretty sure you just killed him, honestly, my guy. But I don't know what he's trying to create here, some kind of supersonic army or something. Clearly he's got an agenda of his own. And I mean, I guess that's always kind of gonna be the case with every character in the show, I will say. I'm definitely also sensing some recurring patterns, let's put it like that. You know, when I think back to how, I mean, I don't know, you know, like, you wonder what his motivations are, because on one hand, he seems to genuinely care for the city, but then what he's doing right now, injecting him with that stuff, yeah, you know, I'm not exactly finding the most positive of vibes coming off of it, if you get what I'm saying, right? But it's like, does he think that he's doing all this once again for good reasons? Is he trying to help the city by doing what he's doing? Again, I can't help but kind of be reminded of Malcolm when I think about, you know, those kinds of, that kind of mindset, I guess. But other than that, guys, I think for now we're just going to dive into this new episode of Arrow. Of course, if you enjoy my reactions to the show, then you can get early access to the next seasons of episodes straight away over on my Patreon page, which is going to be linked on top of the description, where I'm watching 6 episodes of Arrow for the time being until I catch up with The Flash. After that, going to be starting Legends of Tomorrow alongside as well. So a bunch of content for you to go and check out. Full-length reactions are also going to be up there if you'd like to see me react to the episodes in their entirety. And you can also sign up as a free member and watch the next episode already right now as well. With that being said, let's dive into this new episode. 6 years earlier. Are we going back to the boat accident?
Yeah, Dad, college is great. No. Me and my new roommate totally hit it off. We're like besties. Okay, yeah, Dad, I gotta get back to chem lab. Yes, it looks like I got a long night ahead of me.
Oh, you got a long night ahead of you. Yeah, no, I can tell. In several ways.
And what would you know about science, Mr. Ivy League dropout?
I happen to know a lot about science. I know fermentation. I know biology.
Oh, yeah. No, Oliver knows all about female anatomy.
Laurel's gonna kill me. She's so gonna kill me.
She's gonna kill him, too. Damn. Damn. Wow. I guess we're actually going to see her get stranded, right? Yeah, we still... I mean, we've gotten to the bottom of it on one hand, but I still feel like there might be some details lacking or more that can kind of be explained, right? But obviously they planted some kind of explosive, I think, on board, right? Mr. Chen did. Damn. Did they just also like conveniently time it then with like the lightning and stuff? How would they have done that? You know what I mean? Because that obviously made it seem like it was just the lightning that caused it, and they would have never thought to look for something behind it.
You know, not a day goes by that your family doesn't miss you.
Maybe they won't be as happy to see me as you think.
How can you say that? I know how hard it is to come home when you've been gone for so long.
I'm guessing my father and Laurel weren't too happy to see you.
No, not at first.
I wasn't sure if you and she ever got back together.
We tried. It's too much.
Well, got pretty close to it.
I'm done waiting for Mr. Queen. Let's get started.
Sorry I'm late. There's an old friend in town.
I just finished explaining to your mother and sister that Miss Lance will be sitting second chair for the prosecution.
This is a conflict of interest. Ms. Lance practically grew up in the Queen House.
I think you're overstating matters.
Wow.
Well, we'll see when I move to conflict Ms. Lance off this case.
Are you kidding me, dude? So it's really just going to be Queen versus Lance?
I come here not just with Miss Lance, but also a plea offer.
Life with the possibility of parole.
No, we are not pleading out. Mrs. Queen is innocent.
She aided and abetted 503 homicides.
I mean, honestly, at this point, that might be the best thing you could possibly wish for, right? Because otherwise, yeah, you may just get the death penalty.
With Malcolm Merlin dead, a jury is going to want to have to blame someone.
If she doesn't take the deal, then she's facing the death penalty.
We've subpoenaed over a decade's worth of phone messages, phone records, letters, and emails. I'm willing to bet I find something that crushes your duress defense to powder.
Mr. Donner, if you don't mind, I'd like a few days to consider your offer.
I mean, that's the thing, right? But it's like everything that she's still hiding around the Queen's Gambit is something that they don't even know about that part of it yet, right? I don't know if that's specifically the part that she mentioned a couple episodes back, I think, being uneasy about, but I'd imagine so.
Of course.
Excuse me.
She always knew about a bunch of shit going on.
You're prosecuting my mother?
I didn't ask for this case. I was assigned.
So say no.
It's a new job, Oliver. I don't have a lot of pull.
Oh my
And
god.
what pull I do have, I used to get that plea bargain for your mother.
This was your idea? Life in prison.
Yeah, no, you really did us a service now. Thanks for that.
Are you okay?
In case I wasn't clear last week, I'm done answering that question.
There he goes again. The one question she didn't want to hear. I mean, you know, the good news about this is that, yeah, Sarah will surely kind of fix everything, right? Technically. Well, she will fix Laurel's problems right now, her mental problems. That it won't do Oliver too much good, though, with them knowing, of course, again, everything that happened. It won't do much good knowing that Oliver actually held a bunch of information from them. A little CGI bird.
Over here.
Did that say Amazon? Is that Amazon delivery service? I doubt it, unfortunately.
Is it because of what happened on the island?
No. After. There were things that I did. Things that I had to do to survive. Things that there's no forgiveness for.
Oh, I think
Well,
Oliver
that's
knows
the
all
thing
about that.
Forgiveness. You can't get it until you ask for it.
What the fuck? Who the hell's... Oh, it's another one of these guys. Yeah, they're still looking for her. Oliver's gonna know about that now. Merlin. See? So they are actually wearing Merlin's outfit. So it's like Merlin was part of their organization, actually, huh? Damn. Oh, he's gonna know. He's gonna understand what's going on.
Who are you?
Just a warrior. Like you.
Why are you dressed like Malcolm Merlin? Who sent you?
Wow. Oh, he's gone. Yeah, I'm sure. I actually wonder if Sarah's going to, you know, answer these questions actually for Oliver now. If she's gonna let him in about this.
These are my friends. This is John Diggle and Felicity Smoke. Guys, this is Sarah.
Welcome home, sir.
I was happy to hear you're not dead anymore. I mean, I didn't know you before you didn't die the first time. I'm still glad you're alive.
Yo, she always knows exactly what to say. Oh, I fucking love it.
You're cute.
We just had an uninvited guest in the
You're
Queen
cute.
Mansion, and he was dressed like Merlin.
Well, last I checked, Malcolm Merlin was dead, courtesy of an arrow jammed through his heart.
It wasn't him. It was a follower, an underling bent on revenge. Whoever it was, he knows who I am.
You can literally tell she's struggling, right? She's holding back right now still. Is she gonna continue doing so?
He's after me. He's called Alawal the First, and he's a member of the League of Assassins.
The League of Assassins.
Wait. League of Assassins? I thought they were a myth.
What's the League of Assassins? And please don't say it's a league made up of assassins.
No, it's an urban legend. I heard about them in Afghanistan from a tribal leader. He claimed there was an ancient sect of assassins, deadly warriors that killed and vanished like ghosts.
Okay, that sounds pretty cool. I mean, I recall that we came across a different group. I think it was though, right? Back in the Flash in the season 2 crossover episode, I think it was. Yeah, not quite like this, but it's funny how they continue to introduce like a bunch of these kinds of groups.
I tried to tell you, Ollie, but you wouldn't listen.
That's where you've been the past 4 years. You're one of them.
After the freighter, a member of the League rescued me, took me in, and brought me to Nanda Parbat. They remade me into what I am, and I swore them my allegiance.
Why are they kicking down doors trying to find you now?
So I'm guessing you're not really allowed to leave, right? That's probably part of the rules. Nanda Parbat, I think, was actually that island that Quentin and you know his ex-wife or whatever had already figured she had to be on, right?
Because I left, and there's only one way that you leave the League. A year ago, I was in Guyana. I was sent there for a man named Suarez. He was a local diplomat. And I slit his throat in his bed. And his kids, they found his body in the morning.
Is that when she
I'm
left?
a murderer, Ollie.
That's probably when it might have actually become too much for her or something, right? It's when it really started to kick in, what she was doing.
Thank you. Thank you.
What are you doing out there?
The boat that I was on, that we got caught in the storm. And
Come.
Wait, Robert Queen, it was his boat. And they're rich. They'll pay you whatever you want. Please.
Yeah, they don't care about none of that over here. So was she put together with Oliver? Right, because like Oliver, I mean, yeah, the group she mentioned, this is not that group. That's what I'm saying, right? So it's like that group actually came after. They rescued her, apparently. It's so weird, like how the hell did this all come together? Because that other group came in to actually rescue her, like she mentioned, whereas Oliver recalls her actually dying. So it's like, that shit is still about to happen, like at some point much later, I would assume. Actually, that could be happening literally like, you know, much later in this season.
What's going on here?
She wants to take the deal.
Mom, this is about the death penalty.
I've been explaining this to your mother.
The death penalty doesn't scare me, Jean.
Then why aren't you fighting?
I have my reasons.
Oh, name one.
Because I'm tired of fighting.
Yeah.
I am not confident that I can win over a jury.
Yeah, or
And
you
I'm
just...
not altogether certain that I deserve to.
Exactly, or you just don't actually want the full story, I guess, to come out, right? Even more details. She kind of just seems done with it.
Growing up, I didn't think that there were secrets kept between us. Last year I learned different. What are you hiding now?
help your sister come to terms with my choice because it's made.
I mean, she's not gonna accept that, and he's not gonna accept that either, I'm pretty sure. And Oliver, like, Oliver, you know, Oliver is the type that's like, he's gonna be okay with the truth, right? Like, as fucked up as it is, eventually it'll be water under the bridge. Like, I would think. She had no choice.
Sorry if I upset you before. We all joined clubs we wish we hadn't. It took me a year to get out of that gym membership. Thank you.
That's a fabulous comparison there, actually, Felicity.
He will kill you.
Like you, I am not that easy to get rid of.
This is my fight.
He made it my fight when he came into my house. And when he threatened somebody that I care about.
Yeah, and at this point, Oliver is practically unkillable. Like, have you seen what he actually went through? Holy... Okay, actually, I take all that back. This dude's crazy.
Such an ineffective projectile. I find it strange anyone still fears them.
I'll show you why. If you don't leave Sarah Lance alone, it's your only warning.
And it would be effective were you to pose a threat to me. You barely defeated Malcolm Merlin at nearly the cost of your own life.
Yeah, let me guess. Malcolm was only like the least of your puppets.
What hope would you have against the man who trained him?
Helps that I didn't come alone.
Hey, he was Malcolm's Yao Fei.
The child of Ras Al Ghul awaits your return.
I'm not going back.
That's not your choice. I have orders to return you, alive or dead.
You're not going to kill me.
You overestimate your importance. Regardless, you're coming back.
I mean, overestimate? You're here, like, literally seeking her out, you know what I mean? Like, apparently she's a big deal to you.
Like you, I did not come alone.
No, of course. But it wouldn't be as cool of a fight without all of you. Damn. Just got the twirly moves. Oh. Holy shit. She really just took him up with her.
You're not even flinching when he...
Payne and I came to a little understanding a few years back.
Done.
Yeah, I think she's all too used to that pose, actually, with Oliver. Never mind.
The League of Assassins. Why wouldn't she tell me what happened to her all those years?
Probably the same reason why you didn't tell us what happened to you on the island.
Well, you wanted him to tell you too, right? So...
The more you struggle, the more it'll hurt.
Wait. Let her go.
You don't give me orders.
Who the fuck are you, my guy?
Help me, please.
Come on.
Nah, I wouldn't exactly trust him much either, though. I feel like he's just got different intentions for you in mind.
You need to get out of town for a couple days.
Listen, I'm in danger every time I put on this uniform, so you're gonna have to be a little more specific.
Yeah.
There's an organization called the League of Assassins, and 3 of its members are targeting you. That sounded a little less crazy in my head.
I doubt it.
Yeah, the biggest problem of all is if they were to get to you, they'd probably reveal something to you that we don't want you to know either.
What'd I do to piss them off?
It's a very long story. You need to trust me.
Exactly.
You're not safe here in Starling City.
Yeah, but something here isn't adding up, you know what I mean? So it's like he's bound to find out sooner or later. Like, I wonder how long Sarah's going to delay, you know, just coming out to them.
I should have said this earlier, but it's not appropriate for us to be discussing your mother's case.
Actually, I was in the neighborhood, so I thought that I would swing by, see if I could give you a ride home, and maybe get a bite to eat. I promise. This has nothing to do with my mother's case.
Yeah, what then?
You've had a rough couple of weeks. You really gonna tell me you couldn't use a friend?
Oh, wait.
Come on.
Oh, that's just how you're gonna manipulate her. Oh, God. That's just how you're gonna manipulate her to come along with you. So he can protect her.
He either didn't believe me or didn't take me seriously. In hindsight, I probably shouldn't have led with League of Assassins. What do we do now?
What are you doing? Oliver told you to stay put. I thought you didn't want your father to know you're still alive.
I don't,
Oh.
but it's better than him not being. Where do you think you're going?
Oh. So that's a yes then.
You may be a 3-tour Special Forces veteran, but I was trained by the people that make the Special Forces look like a kindergarten class. So step aside or get put down.
Yeah, no. I mean, I still don't think that that's plan B right there. Like, oh, let's just tell him then in that case. She's just going to be like, oh, I'll just show up in my usual masked self around him. Wow. Ooh, yeah, he's definitely gonna feel watched now. Every single time you can tell he's telling to himself, this is dumb, this is not gonna happen, you know, what am I getting worried about? Oh shit. Oh shit!
No, it can't be.
Exactly, sure, it's a ghost. Damn, this is not what I thought would happen at all. I thought she was just gonna go and protect him, you know what I mean? Like, again, dress up the way she usually does.
Danny, it's okay.
Imagine his shock right now. This is coming out of nowhere to him.
Why'd you let us know that you were alive? I mean, your mother and I, we missed you. And your sister did too. You know that, right?
I know you got divorced.
Yeah, exactly. We literally split up because of you, actually. You could have prevented that.
But it wasn't your fault. It was on me.
Because of me. I'm sorry.
It's all right. None of that matters now. You know why? Because you're home, sweetie. You're home.
Ooh. Yeah, that's plenty telling. See, this is the part where Felicity was actually right talking to you. You know, we're a target.
You in trouble.
No, Dad. You are.
You sent Felicity Smoke to warn me to leave town. You're the girl in the mask. You've been kicking the crap out of creeps in the glades.
Is that... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I sense... if I sense a sense of pride in him right now, realizing this. Or it's more like, shit, you're putting yourself in danger.
Tell me something. If these assassins, if they hadn't shown up, would you have ever let us know that you were alive?
No.
Huh. Or that. I wasn't gonna find out the truth otherwise.
Why did you lock the door?
No. It's not because... It's just a habit. My shipmates aren't exactly the nicest bunch. Please, come in. Have a seat.
I don't know. I still don't trust you. I mean, you know, your voice is kind of calming. I get that, but yeah, that's not enough for me to trust you straight away.
My name is Ivo. Dr. Anthony Ivo. And you are?
Sarah,
Nice to meet you, Sarah.
why do you keep those people down there in those cells?
It's my work. I need them.
What work?
I am going to save the human race, Sarah.
So he is recruiting them.
Maybe you can help me.
I am going to save the human race. What the fuck was his intention? It's funny because it kind of seems to align in a way with Sebastian Blood last episode, right? Who was well, yeah. I mean, I don't know what he was doing, but they could be completely separate things, right? But still, I mean, it's kind of the same thing because Sebastian Blood was injecting the guy with something, right? Hoping that he was going to, yeah, I don't know what he was doing. Oh, yeah, actually, it's very similar when you think about it. Maybe the injection was literally there to see whether he could survive it. Whereas they shot Oliver to see whether he could survive it. It's actually the exact same thing.
I am prepared to admit that I care about you.
Is that why you insisted on walking me to my door?
You know me. I just wanted to make sure you were safe.
This is safe.
Oh, man.
We shouldn't.
Yeah, you weren't gonna do this.
I'm really sorry if I was sending the wrong message.
No, I got the message.
What is so wrong with me that everybody leaves?
I will never leave you.
Until you do.
I mean, yeah, you've already technically left her before, right? Oh shit, the door is open, dude.
Locked that.
They're right here. Run. Did they leave a message?
Ollie,
Is there...
anything?
Oh god.
All good. I have to go.
Yeah, no, there would be no message to leave. They're just here to kill her.
Just stay here.
She's still gonna... Oh no. Oh shit, man. I was gonna say, but she might still notice the mark that was left there regardless, right? Even if you pulled out the knife, yo... she's gonna kill herself at some point with all these fucking drugs she's taking right now.
Felicity, LOL was up.
And they're making a point to show it to us also, right? And she just talked about how her dad obviously escaped, you know, to the alcohol, whatever, right? And her mom drove away and this and that, and people just keep searching for these kinds of ways to cope. She's doing the exact same thing.
Well, I can't believe I didn't think to look for you up here.
It's a good vantage point. You can see the whole city.
Like a bird on a wire.
Where I was, they have you choose a new name.
Like a...
I chose Ta'ir al-Saf.
Oh, I thought like a black canary, actually.
It's Arabic for canary.
Okay. Cool.
You know how they say the first thing you forget about somebody when they're gone is their voice? You can remember their face and the way they move, but you can't hold on to the way they sound. I never forgot your voice, Dad.
So, this is where you wanted your father to die.
Damn. Yeah, she actually makes an interesting point about the voice, I will say. I mean, thankfully, we've kind of found a solution to that problem nowadays, right? You just have videos or recordings. But I imagine it is true.
Who are these guys?
Associates of your daughter, Officer Lance.
She always did have the worst taste in French.
Did you really think we could not find you here?
And boyfriends.
I knew you would.
Now!
Oh, holy fuck. Damn, dude. Oh, shit. You just had that device set up? Oh. Oh, it's him, of course. Nah, man. Yo, Arrow literally just came in straight through the clock glass. They sure know how to make a set over here, dude, don't they?
You think because you're the beloved, you will be granted your freedom?
There's only one freedom. Let me grant you yours.
Holy shit. Okay.
It's over!
Not yet.
Sarah, baby, don't.
Tell Ra's al Ghul that my family is off limits. His quarrel is with me.
Okay, so at least we're gonna send one guy back. I was gonna say, I didn't actually expect that guy to get taken out, because he did seem pretty damn menacing, but even he is not, like, at the top of the ladder, right?
I'm sorry you saw that. I can't imagine what you must think of me.
I think you're a survivor. I think you're one of the bravest people I've ever known. You're my daughter. It's time for you to come back home.
Yeah, no, it literally wasn't gonna matter in what kind of state he would find you back, as long as he did. That's already the best news possible.
If they hurt you, or Laurel, or Mom, then I really would die.
But they need to know.
I can't. I came back to make sure that my family was safe, and you are. But if they knew I was alive, Laurel and Mom, they would never stop looking for me, and that could get them both killed.
Well, guess what? Well, at least Laurel's about to get killed regardless, man, at this point.
I can't let you go.
It's too difficult.
I can't let you go.
I can't blame him.
I'm sorry, Dad, I have to go.
Yeah, but what do you imagine you're gonna do? You're just gonna leave the scene all of a sudden? Like, yeah, we're just gonna pretend like nothing happened?
I am not going to change my mind.
This is about me changing mine. Because I thought that you didn't want to go to trial over a secret. Then I caught up with an old friend and I watched as she struggled to tell her family hers because she was afraid that they wouldn't love her if they knew the truth.
Whatever you are worried about, it will not make us love you any less.
Okay, so that's just the strategy here, I guess. Try to actually convince her to do it. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you can tell how hard it is to actually, you know, say the truth.
Do you really think that we are going to scare it that easily?
Whatever comes out, you won't lose us.
Ever.
Oh, boy.
I'll instruct Jean to reject Mr. Donner's offer.
That's still not bringing them any closer to the truth for now, though.
One day, honey, when you have a daughter of your own, you'll understand that being a parent, it means you just never stop worrying about your children.
Dad, I'm sorry I didn't call you back. I've had a really long week and I'm tired.
Man. Right? Man, I kind of feel like he's not going to be able to hold himself, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like he's going to talk.
I wish that there was something, a sign that it gets better.
Uh-huh.
Sonny. It's better.
Like, that's the thing, dude. That's just what she needs right now. She's making it all the more difficult on him right now. If only she could have just been happy Laurel again back from season 1 when she was with Tommy, right? It would have been much easier to keep that secret.
Where's Sarah?
She left.
You cool with that?
I didn't have much of a choice. An old friend gave this to me. Said I would know when it was the right time to drink it.
Which old friend is that? I see it in some kind of crate thingy, so that seems like it came straight off of the island.
And now's the right time?
I'm not sure. But I need a drink. Prochnost.
You know, I really should be doing this more often, actually. I don't allow myself any fucking exceptions, ever. You know what I mean? It's like, just doing something like that spontaneously, taking a drink or whatever, right? I mean, don't get me wrong, I've got it at my house. I could do it at any point. I just choose not to, never. I'm always jealous of him for being able to, you know, to just do it.
The 5 years that I was gone, I wasn't always on the island.
Wasn't always on the island. Where else did you spend your time? Wait. Right, so... But so, are you telling me that this was actually already after Sarah had had some training or something of this guy? I don't know.
How are you?
Seems like it.
Do not speak.
Yeah, right, because they had that base the entire time here, I guess, right? And we've technically just done a fast forward, of course, because when Sarah got captured, that was just when she came off of the accident or whatever, right? And for Oliver, of course, he's already spent, yeah, quite some months, I guess, at this point on the island, thinking about everything from season 1 and then leading up to now. Damn, man. Can't wait to see where it goes. Alright, guys. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and of course, you can get early access to the next bunch of episodes. I don't know how much, honestly, but we're seasons ahead over on my Patreon page, which is going to be linked on top of the description, so go and check it out. You can also sign up as a free member and watch the next episode early right now. So, I'll see you there.